You were never meant to announce your next move. Once it leaves your mouth, it stops belonging to you. And the moment it leaves your mouth, everyone becomes a potential obstacle. Every time you shared a goal, something changed. The room shifted. Reactions appeared immediately. Doubt, curiosity, silence, even forced encouragement. Some doubted you immediately. Others encouraged you while privately calculating why you might fail. Sometimes the person who blocks you never says a word. They simply step into your path first. That is not paranoia. That is how power moves in ordinary human relationships. Machiavelli knew this. Reveal your intent too early, and control slips away. The moment your path becomes visible, it becomes a target. The moment people see where you're heading, some begin blocking paths you didn't even know existed. Others quietly position themselves where you intended to arrive. You think explaining yourself builds trust. It often only gives others time to prepare their response. Silence is not weakness, it's controlled timing. Power often belongs to the person whose intentions remain unreadable. The most dangerous person in any room is rarely the loudest. It's the one nobody can read. If this feels familiar, it's because you have already paid the price of being too visible. One of these reasons is so subtle that most people mistake interference for support. There are 5 of them. Because once you understand this, you'll begin noticing why certain people always speak less before they win. The next time you share a plan, don't listen only to what they say. Watch what changes in their face. A nod doesn't always mean support. Sometimes it means calculation. Some are comparing your path to theirs, and a few decide immediately, without saying anything, that your success would disturb something in them. Obstacles often wear masks. They smile while they calculate. It rarely looks like sabotage. It looks like a question. A colleague says, "Are you sure that's realistic?" And they're often less curious than threatened. It looks like concern. Maybe wait a little longer. It often sounds like advice from someone who has never carried the weight of unfinished ambition. That's the trap. Resistance rarely arrives as resistance. It arrives sounding reasonable. Machiavelli understood that danger often begins close, not far. A prince studies reactions before he studies words, because people don't need access to your plan to alter your pace. They do it through doubt seeded at the right moment, through comparisons mentioned casually, through silence that makes you question yourself. The moment your target becomes visible, opinions begin attaching themselves to it. Once inside your mind, they rarely leave quietly. They slow action. They make hesitation sound intelligent. Not every person who discourages you wants you to fail. Some fear your success more than their own failure. Momentum is fragile. A single doubt at the wrong time can weaken weeks of certainty. A goal discussed too early begins living inside other people's minds. But sometimes the person weakening your plan is not them, it's you. One of the most dangerous traps doesn't feel dangerous at all. It feels satisfying. You share a plan. People react immediately. Approval, curiosity, encouragement. And for a moment, your mind mistakes that reaction for progress. That brief satisfaction of feeling already recognized. But nothing exists yet. Your brain mistakes applause for progress. Satisfaction arrives before achievement. Both create relief. Only one creates results. Psychologists describe this as substitution, the mind accepting emotion as achievement. The applause arrives before anything exists to applaud. And once that feeling arrives, urgency begins quietly negotiating against effort. And this is where most plans begin to die. Urgent becomes manageable. Manageable becomes optional. Optional disappears. Not because you lacked ability, because you spent the emotional reward before earning the result. Most people lose momentum long before they lose opportunity. Machiavelli understood that comfort weakens strategy long before failure appears. A man who speaks of his victories before achieving them has already begun losing, not to his enemies, but to his own satisfaction. If you're still here, then you are ready to admit what most people avoid. The announcement became the achievement. That's why so many plans die in the same room where they were first spoken. Silence protects more than secrecy. It protects the hunger required to continue. Once internal doubt is tamed, external silence becomes your weapon. There are people whose silence changes the room before they say anything. They don't explain themselves. They don't defend decisions. They don't reveal unfinished intentions. Yet their presence still commands attention. Their silence says what long explanations never can. This is not performance, it's control. Most people rush to explain themselves because silence exposes something: insecurity, uncertainty, the need to be understood before they've earned understanding. The strategic mind does the opposite. When people can't predict you, they lose timing, and once timing is lost, control begins shifting. They must wait. They must watch, and waiting creates pressure most people can't hide. That alone changes who controls the pace, in conversation, negotiation, even conflict. People often trust what they understand. They hesitate around what they can't predict, and people fear what they can't fully read. For Machiavelli, silent arrival carried more force than visible effort. Visibility invites interruption before results exist. The moment others see your direction clearly, they stop reacting to you. They begin preparing for you. And preparation is the beginning of resistance. Uncertainty creates pressure. They begin filling your silence with their own assumptions. They project. They calculate. While they're still interpreting silence, you're already advancing. Silence is not emptiness. It's leverage others can't measure. One final principle separates quiet power from wasted power. Some people build first. Others spend energy describing what does not exist yet. Stop announcing. Start completing. Plans invite opinions. Results invite respect. Respect asks no explanation. It appears with proof. Machiavelli returned to one truth repeatedly. Silent arrival carried more force than visible effort. The person who arrives complete is always harder to challenge. By the time others understand it, it already exists. What exists no longer negotiates with opinion. Opinions attack possibilities. They cannot touch reality. You've seen both kinds of people, those who spoke constantly and those who appeared later with proof. Which presence carried more weight? Who needed fewer words? Some people never wanted your plan to fail. They simply felt threatened the moment it sounded possible. Let them remain confused about your direction. Let results be the first clear signal they receive. Quiet preparation doesn't make you invisible. It makes you undeniable. The shift is simple. You stop seeking recognition before proof. You let results speak first. You are not hiding. you are building. Like this insight, share it quietly. Subscribe and stay for the next principle they won't warn you about. What you build quietly will always speak louder than what you declare loudly. The move that changes everything is rarely announced before it happens.